Hola high fashion doll lovers and bienvenidos to my channel. In today's video I will be flipping over my dollhouse. But before I get into the details of what's happening over here in my background, if this is your first time on my channel, please consider hitting the subscribe button so you can get notified whenever I upload new content, always related around dolls. These hand motions and I need to get a class because there's a lot going on. Anyways, let's get into today's video. Okay, so my current setup only goes so far, meaning that you always only get to see the lower half of my dollhouse. You don't usually get to see the upper part of my dollhouse. So for that reason, I'm gonna insert a photo right over here so you can see the top and bottom of my dollhouse to explain this a little bit better. So for the longest time, I've been considering kind of flipping the rooms over in my dollhouse. So I'm gonna bring the bedroom, which is currently upstairs, downstairs, and somehow downsize my living space and take that upstairs. And the reason I'm doing that is because it has now been over a year since I've owned the mini fashion closet, and I've yet to put it in my dollhouse. I've also yet to paint it white to go into my dollhouse. So in today's video, I will be finally painting the closet white and doing some much needed upgrades. Come along as I paint my fashion mini closet and flip everything around in my dollhouse. Okay, so now we are outside. We have taken everything apart, removed the back, removed the lights, and but when I say we, I have my bestie here working with me. And then we're going to go ahead and spray paint in this box. I think we're gonna take it in hearts. And for anyone asking, or who's going to ask, this is the paint we are going to be using. My friend already painted his closet with this paint, so we know it's gonna work. Now, on to the painting. And while we wait for the closet to dry, it is time to clear out our living space and our upstairs bedroom. Don't ask if I'm holding this, it's very complicated, but here's the view of what the upstairs currently looks like before we bring everything down. So while I was cleaning out my dollhouse, I remembered I have a pending project I have yet to do. And that includes the bedding of my dollhouse. So when I bought my rainbow high bedding, well, my rainbow high bed, I wasn't in love with the red because it obviously does not go with my aesthetic. And I told myself I would have made my own bedding at some point. I told myself that point would be when I did the house over, and now that we are flipping things around, it seems like the best time to take care of this. So I have the bedding. I have a sheet, I really should be calling it, and 2 pillows from the rainbow high bed. And this is an extra throw pillow that came with my couch that I will be using as an extra pillow on the bed. Now, I have already gone ahead and used the square sheet right over here, taking up most of my camera time. And I've cut a square out of this fabric that I will be using for, oh, look, it's a little dirty. Oh well, it's what I got. Using the scraps I got. So, I've already cut this using this red. It's a little bit longer just so I can have some fabric to fold over, as you see with the red. And then I did the same thing with the pillows. No, this is a smaller one. I went ahead and I took the pillows and I kind of just rolled it over to see if I had enough room. And I'm thinking I'm gonna close it up in an L because I think, now, I'm saying all of this before I do it. I think I wanna use some of the access ribbon, well, the ribbon that comes with a rainbow. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Let me gather my thoughts before I keep on saying something incorrect. I am thinking of using the ribbon that comes with my Integrity toy dolls for a little detailing over here. Kind of similar to when we have pillows and the pillows have that opening. That's what I'm thinking, just to kind of like spruce it up a bit. So we'll be sewing an L shape. We'll be putting some details here, and then I'll be closing it here as well, but I just won't be doing a similar seam like this. So let me explain that a little better. Instead of doing a similar fold here where they have 3, I'm thinking of doing 1 and 2, closing this side, but closing it down with a ribbon and a little fringe out. And once again, I did the same with this throw pillow where I went ahead and I took some fabric and really measured a little ghetto, if I may say so myself. But hey, you have to kind of do things the way they make sense for you. This is probably not the best way to do it, but it might be the fastest and easiest way for me to explain this, I hope. Okay, let's get to some sewing. Here is one look at the house empty for those that might be interested in seeing the structure on its own. And we're gonna go ahead and take the camera up and give you a view of the upstairs space. Yes, I've moved the paintings already, and well, that light fixture was already there. This is literally the only part of my dollhouse that's not getting touched, but it doesn't need to. It's perfect as it is. So there go, your one view of my house empty before I bring in all the furniture back.